And welcome back to the channel. Again, this is just a follow-up to this tree that I walking towards in the back. There's a bunch of people that reached out answering my question about what type of tree it is, and they said it's a Catalpa tree, which, it's actually just blooming on one side. I don't know why it's not coming on the other side. Maybe someone knows the answers to that. I was thinking maybe this one right here to the right of it, and maybe that's because because it's probably blooming because it's exposed to the sun on these sides. And actually, there's one right there too. I wasn't paying attention to that. And that thing it goes way up there. But I think that's the reason why. It's basically just blooming on these sides in the open area because it's exposed to the light. But the one that's on the right side of it, on that side, it's not blooming. It's not blooming at the top either. But approaching mid-June, and it still has time. And I do have another question. It's random, something I noticed today is, if anyone knows what is somewhat of a humane way to get rid of chipmunks that's doing this. It wasn't like this yesterday. It wasn't like that or 2 days ago. But it's annoying. It's annoying, excuse me. I'm just imagining that they're making a little tunnel, little HOA for themselves, if you want to call it that. I don't want to trap them or anything like that, but I'm just looking for, something that's simple. But we'll see. That's another story. But I just want to thank the people that reached out, letting me know what type of tree that these things were called the Catalpa tree. I think when I looked online, they said there was 2 types of Catalpa trees. These ones, they don't produce an odor or anything like that. I imagine if it did, it would be a problem. Thankfully, it doesn't. But another problem that I'm having with this place is the constant rain. I'm glad I was able to cut the grass when I did cut the grass because it's been raining a lot in June. And unfortunately, I have not been able to get to this garden bed because of the wet conditions. Over there, it's holding up. But right here is a different story. And it is what it is. But when it comes to all the rain that we've been getting, I have a busy schedule that I have to keep, unfortunately. And it was raining when I was available. So it is what it is. And it's just part of, the challenge of getting this yard back in order. I talked about these things. I think they've grown since, especially this one right there, has grown within the last couple months. These hostas, I like these hostas, but this right here in the middle of the 2 hostas is taking over. And, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I like it, but I don't like it because it's too big. But that's it for now. Again, I just want to thank the people that reached out, letting me know, or they was able to identify what type of tree that was. But another challenge that I do have when it comes to the trees, because there was a lot of trees that were taken down. It was a result of either neglect or storm damage. There's nothing you can do about storm damage. Trees, the wind's going to knock something over, it's going to knock it over. But when it comes to neglect, it shows the importance of pruning your trees and having a professional come out to do it. And this makes me think, looking over there, so you beyond that right there, what type of trees are in there that are, that can be saved. I guess I can find out during the winter when all this stuff starts to fall off. Because, I don't know what's back there. I know what's back there, them foxes. They're back there. And it's not just the foxes, again, it's the poison ivy. poison ivy, poison oak. I don't know, but I know there's poison ivy because there's a mess over here. But I do want to save what's back there because I do want to make that space, you know, back there somewhat of a living space. Well, not necessarily a living space because I'm not going to be back there, but a place that, you know, it's create some shade and put something back there. I don't know, but we'll see. You know, it's going to take some time. And again, with those foxes back there, because I hear them partying, you know, like it's 1999, but they don't bother anybody. They're not bothering me. So but that's it for now. And again, just want to thank the people that reached out and, you know, let me know, was able to identify the tree that's back there, because I got a feeling that, you know, it's not done. When I finally get back over there, I'm going to need some more help identifying these trees. Again, if you want to see more of this type of vlog type video with this yard and this landscape, the front and the back coming along, subscribe and follow for more. I'm checking out for now. Excuse me. Talk to you later.